In last week's game, we blew out the Ravens in the conference championship, and now we have the Pro Bowl week, so Isaiah's taking it a little easy, but the Super Bowl is right around the corner. But before we head into that, I want to see who made the Pro Bowl roster, so let's go ahead and check it out. So here's a quick look at the Pro Bowl roster. I'm kind of going to fly through it. I'll call out a few notable names on each side. You can see Lamar Jackson made it, which is pretty dope. Isaiah obviously made it as a halfback one, which if he weren't halfback one, I'd be a little salty. Got Kamara, Fournette, Saquon Barkley, LaShawn McCoy, some big names out there. D.D. Westbrook being the #1 receiver on the AFC side. Kind of crazy. You see Kendall Wright, you see AJ Green, Keenan Allen, Odell Beckham Jr. over there, as well as Alvin Robinson. Keep going down. Gronkowski is still somehow playing in the NFL as his body hasn't fallen apart. Let's see, Batonio. We got Zach Martin. Lots of big names. Okay, J.J. Watt and Khalil Mack on the same side of the football is incredibly scary. You see Bradley Chubb there as well. His career seems to be going pretty well. A couple guys we haven't really heard of, Buchanan, and then we got Peters here. We got Von Miller, Kerrigan, Shaq Thompson, Ryan Shazier. A lot of big names. TJ Watt even got in here too. So I'm happy to see all the big names, but I think it's time to go ahead and do one quick thing that Isaiah has been promising everyone if we made the Super Bowl. As a lot of you guys know, Isaiah said that if the Browns make the Super Bowl, he's going to rock the 99 gloves and the 99 cleats. And, you know, the guy's a 99 overall now, so it's important that he's rocking this new stuff. And let me know in the comments down below, what do you guys think of both the gloves and the cleats? And before we jump fully into the game, I've also noticed that Isaiah has the ability to upgrade one more skill. So again, elusive receiving or power. It's the Super Bowl. We need him to get those big third down conversions, maybe even a fourth down conversion out there. So we upgrade his power backside. He's now a 92 overall there. He gets +1 to breaking tackle and trucking and +2 to stiff arm. Welcome to the Super Bowl. The Cleveland Browns, the Philadelphia Eagles. This is a game that everybody's been waiting for the whole season long, and I think most people saw when Isaiah was having the season that he was having. They figured he would be the guy to lead this Cleveland Browns team to a Super Bowl. Now, can they win? That's the big question. But the Eagles, they're hyped. Their fans travel all the way from Philly to Miami, and they are representing. But Cleveland's like, yo, we aren't used to weather like this, so we're going to go ahead and make sure we celebrate. Baker obviously leading the team out there. Isaiah's kind of in the middle, the back of the pack. But I'm excited to see what he does in the Super Bowl. But I need to know from you guys in the comments down below, how many yards do you think he will get? Leave me a comment down below with your estimate before you watch the video in full. I want to know what you think beforehand, and you'll see at the very end of the video. But this should be a good one. Now, Philly got the ball first, and as you can tell, they put up 7 quick points on our team. So here we have the ball. 4 minutes left here in the first quarter. Isaiah's running through, and Isaiah says, just lay down. You stand no chance. I mean, Isaiah has received a lot of love this season, and he should, because the dude had one of the greatest, if not the greatest season of all time. But that offensive line, man, opening up holes like this, what do you expect? He runs over another safety. I mean, if you play for Philly right now, what do? You got to do like Isaiah running at you, just running over everybody. Malcolm Jenkins in that last play got the business. What do you do on defense? So Isaiah's going to move out. Baker! You see Baker with the move. Okay, Baker, I'm going to need you to go ahead and slide, but the juke move by Baker. Oh, my God. Second and short here for Cleveland. Baker under center. Little halfback toss to Isaiah. He's going to try to get some room here. He does find what he needs, and I think he might have got the first. It'll be close. Now, the refs actually say that Isaiah didn't get the first down, so 3rd and inches here. Just need a little bit. Isaiah's going to move his way through. Gets about 2 or 3, and it's enough for the first. After Isaiah got that first down, Baker's back under center here in the 34. Staying back at pass protection. Baker's got all the time in the world, but just can't get rid of it. It takes a 10-yard loss in that sack. Thanks to Baker Mayfield taking a hugely bad sack. We've got 2nd down and 20 yards to go. And Isaiah's got some room, makes one guy miss. He's going to try to keep it moving. He ends up breaking that tackle. Jukes another guy out. Isaiah's got all the room there on the sideline, and he's down at the 27. So far, the Cleveland Browns offense has been all Isaiah. I mean, we got a 17-yard pass there from Baker, but it went to Isaiah. So 3rd and 3. Isaiah's going to move through this ball. It's a dot across the middle to David Njoku, and Baker said, don't forget about this arm now. 2 for 2 on the day for Baker. That's what we wanted to see from Baker. Stepping up in the pocket, throwing a dot down the line, and David Njoku running wild. So 1st and goal. From the 6, Isaiah's got some room. He's going to try to get through, but they're going to gang tackle him at the 6. Got 2nd and goal with Isaiah in the backfield again. Baker under center. Isaiah staying in a block. Baker throws a dot across the middle. It's to Duke Johnson Jr. and Cleveland is on the board, tying this game up, assuming the extra point goes in at 7. Even though Philly had a really hot start to begin this game, they don't do so well in their second drive. So it's a deep punt out here. Isaiah fields in his own territory. He says, I'm going to go ahead and try to run this one out here. The juke move looks solid. Another juke move there, and he's down at the 27. I'm kind of hoping that on this drive, Isaiah can just wear down this Philly defense again. They've been, again, one of the better ones in the NFL. But if Isaiah keeps running it like this, they're going to get tired real quick. Second is short here. The play actually fake to Isaiah. Baker's chilling, and Isaiah leaves his block, which means that Baker gets sacked again. So that's actually the second sack of the game so far for Fletcher Cox, and it's 3rd and 12 for Cleveland. Isaiah's back here. Baker's got plenty of time. Good pass protection. This ball goes to Duke Johnson Jr. again, and he gets the first down. 1st and 10 now. Isaiah line up at quarterback. See, Duke Johnson's going to move over a little bit. Isaiah's actually going to hand it off to him, but Duke, he had nowhere to run on that. The blocking was horrible. 2nd and 14 after what ended up being a really, really bad play call. This ball's thrown by Baker to Josh Gordon, who hauls that one in. 5 for 5 on the day for Baker. We've given Baker a lot of flack this season, but the dude is 5 for 5. I mean, he's taken 2 really bad sacks, but if the dude's going to be out here throwing it like this, we'll take a couple bad sacks. About 3 minutes left here in the first half. Here's Baker, quick little pass this time to David Njoku, and he picks up about 6 yards. 2nd and 4 after that little completion there to David Njoku. Isaiah's ready to go. The halfback toss is looking solid. One guy in front. Isaiah tries to truck him over. He does, but they end up still tackling him at the 16. 2-minute warning is almost upon us, and so far, both Isaiah and Baker are having stellar games. And Isaiah sees room in front of him. He tries to get into the end zone, but they stop him at the 4. Almost 75 yards so far. 1st and goal. Isaiah in at quarterback again. We see in a reverse, a pass, or a run here. Fake handoff there to Duke Johnson. Isaiah goes in with a spin move. He's going to try to carry himself into the end zone, but he only gets a yard. 2nd and goal now. Could opt for a quick pass here with everybody kind of crowded on the line of scrimmage. Baker's going to hand it off to Isaiah, who is going to carry people, but he's down at the 1 on 3rd and goal. A big 3rd down and goal. Look, the Browns have been chewing yards up so far in this drive. What can they get here from the 1-yard line with the best player in football? They hand it off to him. Isaiah, though, he's not going to get it. The blocking is not there. Cleveland has stopped at the 3, and Philly calls a timeout. We've reached halftime in the 2020 Super Bowl, and right now, Cleveland has a 3-point lead, but Philly, they've been struggling on offense. Their defense has stepped it up. If their offense gets it going in the second half, though, we might be in a little bit of trouble. Right now, the game is pretty even as we start the second half because both teams have about 150 yards from scrimmage. Here on 2nd down, we'll see if Baker can throw one downfield. Isaiah's missing blocks left and right, and again, another big sack for Philly. So on 3rd down and 14, you gotta hope that Isaiah can do something, because right now he is not helping out this team. Looks like a halfback screen getting queued up here. Isaiah, plenty of time. Nice move. He's gonna try to get a couple more yards, but unfortunately, it's not gonna be enough. Philly continues to struggle on offense, so they're gonna actually be punting one deep out here to Isaiah. Should be fielding it around the 15-yard line or so. Now Isaiah's got some room here. Plenty of opportunity in front of him. He's outrunning everybody out here. He's going to try to keep it moving. Tightrope walks it, but there is going to be a flag on the play, and I think that one's coming back.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
And unfortunately, it's coming back. That's incredibly unfortunate because Cleveland would have had the ball around the 44. Instead, they have it now about the 18-yard line. So the good play action fake, and ball that's thrown into triple coverage, and it's batted away for the first incompletion of the day by Baker Mayfield. At least defensively, I think Philly's finding their groove a little bit, so Isaiah has got to put some pressure on him, and he goes with a run up the middle for a huge chunk of yards. If you're seeing Isaiah run like that, I think this Philly defense might break down a little bit. So Baker sets up. Halfback pitch out here to Isaiah. Isaiah with a spin move to the outside. Isaiah's got room. The young fella has daylight. A couple guys chasing him, but I don't think anyone is going to get up to him. It's going to be close. Isaiah dives into the end zone, and just like that, the spin move. 40, 50 yards later, Isaiah is into the end zone for a 69-yard touchdown. Big-time players make big-time plays. After that big run by Isaiah, Philly knows that if they don't get a stop on this drive, it might be all but over for him here. Now, Duke Johnson, another big reception for him, goes for about 9. It's been so good in the playoffs to see Duke Johnson Jr. get so many touches. I mean, he's not really running the ball that much. It's mostly been through the air, but still, he's getting involved in this offense, and that's been huge. Got another first down here. Baker Mayfield sees a guy in the corner out. It's Corey Coleman. Corey Coleman spin moves into a guy, but it's still good for a first. Here on 1st down after that catch by Coleman. Isaiah moves out. Baker's all by his lonesome. A pass to Josh Gordon. A little bit in coverage, but it goes for 7. The third quarter's coming to a close. We're definitely grinding out these drives here. And you know what? One more point here could spell bad things for Philly. Now Isaiah's out here outrunning his blockers again for the zillionth time, but he does get the first, and that's what matters. I mean, crazy enough, Baker Mayfield is 11 for 12 in today's game. Only a single incompletion. That's impressive. And Isaiah knocks the guy over. This ball's going to be thrown deep to Duke Johnson Jr., who's going to get his 2nd touchdown of the game. What a block by Isaiah. Without that, that touchdown has no chance of happening. Unreal play by Isaiah, unreal throw by Baker, and what a grab by Duke Johnson to get into the end zone for the second time of the game. Now, hold on a second. Even though we have a nice little lead, Philly has scored again to make it a 10-point game. So this drive is going to be important. 6 minutes left here. Deep in our own territory. If Isaiah finds a way to get a couple first downs and maybe one more score, I think we can seal this game up. Something to also note, though, is that even though Isaiah's having a fantastic game, he only has one touchdown. Duke Johnson, well, he's got multiple. So it's going to be interesting to see what Isaiah does and how he performs if he wants that Super Bowl MVP. So 3rd down and 7 here. Baker needs to come up big for this team. He's going to step up in the pocket. He throws one that is batted away, and Njoku can't come down with it. Now, Philly got the ball back. They end up scoring, but the good news is it's not a touchdown. But however, because they got a field goal, they're only down 7 points right now. Now, Isaiah gets to carry up the middle to the line of scrimmage, but there is a flag on the play, so I have a feeling it's going to be on us, however.
Holding offense.
And should be psychic because I guessed correctly. Now, because of that penalty on David Njoku, we've got 1st down and 20 from our own 15. We're making things pretty difficult on ourselves. Isaiah with the burst of speed through here, jukes the guy out of his shoes, and he's going to be down at the 28 after a 13-yard run. We are trying our best to chew the clock right now, and it makes sense because obviously we only have a 7-point lead, and we don't want to lose that anytime soon. 3rd down, 4 to go, about 50 seconds or so away from the 2-minute warning with a 7-point lead. Here's Baker again. Plenty of time. They're back in coverage deep. Josh Gordon's going to turn up the field. He breaks the tackle. He almost fumbles it, but he holds on to it, and we got a big 1st down there. So with that big play, you already know what time it is. We have to run this football to preserve this game. So Cleveland hands it off to Isaiah, who finds a couple of yards here, breaks a tackle or 2, and he gets 4. Cleveland is 2 minutes away from winning the Super Bowl. They're going to hand this ball off to Isaiah, who finds some room. He's going to get stopped, however, short of the 1st down marker. It's going to make it interesting here on 3rd and 1. This is the biggest play of the game right here. 3rd down and 1. The 2-minute warning's passed. Phillies use one of their timeouts. They get a stop here. They've got a good situation going, and Isaiah says, don't mind me. I'm going to break that spin move out and get the 1st down for this team. Now, that 1st down by Isaiah forced Philly to use their 2nd timeout of the game. With 1:51 left, they only have 1 timeout left. So Isaiah's going to try his best to get to the edge. He spins again, but it doesn't pay off. Phillies use their last time out now with 1:47. You know we've got to run the ball. You got to imagine that Philly kind of knows that too. Isaiah looking for somewhere to run, and he can't find anywhere. Another big stop by Philly to make it 3rd and 11. 3rd and 11. Cleveland could pass, but they opt to run it. Isaiah had a running lane there. Couldn't quite get to where he wanted, and he stopped at the 50 to make it 4th and 12. But it doesn't matter because Philly is going to turn the ball over from the 20. Cleveland gets the ball back with 23 seconds. They just got to run the clock out now because this game is basically over. But it doesn't matter because Cleveland is going to walk out of here as Super Bowl champs. The 7-point lead they hold on to it at the end of the game. And Philly, you might have beat New England, but you can't beat the Cleveland Browns as they are your Super Bowl champions. Everyone's hyped. Isaiah, in my opinion, probably should get Super Bowl MVP. I mean, he had just under 200 yards rushing. He had a touchdown. He killed it in the passing game as well. Shout out to Duke Johnson for doing his part. Shout out to Baker Mayfield for only having about 2 incompletions the entire game. And Carson Wentz, look, you got a Super Bowl already, even though you didn't technically play in that Super Bowl. You did okay, but Baker, he's here to stay. Isaiah, he's here to stay. And this Cleveland Browns team, they're full of a bunch of legends. And your Super Bowl MVP is Isaiah King Jr. We wanted to see it. We had a feeling it would happen. And the 99 overall gloves, the 99 overall cleats, they kind of sealed the deal. So the Lombardi Trophy is coming back to the city of Cleveland. I got to imagine that no one's going to get anything productively done in Cleveland for at least a couple of days, if not a week or so. But this young team is talented. This young team is loaded. They have all the pieces to repeat next season. And with Baker and Isaiah both being healthy next year, I got a feeling this might not be the only time we ever call them Super Bowl champions.